Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to another exciting episode of the G's Vibe on the Big G's. It's me, Ibrahim Ramalaika, and today I have my gentleman. Today's topic is so much educational and social for the youth out there. So I can't just bring anyone on the show. I have to go do my research and find the suitable people who are going to give you the best you can get. You understand? So on my right, I have Mr. Obin Augustus. Yes, one of our bosses, one of our dogus. He is the promoter of Mr. Olivia last Miss song. Yes. And on my left, we have our one and only Papa Osofo, our evangelist here. He roams to UK, US, Italy. You get me? Yes, he's in the name of Wonders P. Gatti. Yes, not a Ghanaian, he's from. I don't bring someone for my show, I beg. So, yes, today we are talking about how to avoid being addicted to lust. When I say lust, sexual lust, okay? But before we start the show, I want to remind you that this show is always brought to you with the help of some group of people. We have Insight Media College, they say a dream fulfilled. Television production, journalism. Do you want to be an actor, an actress, a professional one? Sound engineer. Direct yourself to Insight Media College. They are located at Santa Maria Blue Hills. And we also have Actors, Bitters, and Imboost Herbal Mixture. Also, good product you can reach your hands out to. So, running on to why we are here today. Like I said, we are talking about last. Okay, but before then, Mr. Obin Augustus and Mr. Wonders, I want you two to come together and then explain what we call addiction to us. You've been hearing addicted to drugs, addicted to this and that. So we want to know what addiction is.
Okay. So, from my perspective, when you say addiction, when someone is, let's say, when someone repeatedly does something he or she is not willing to do, or when you do something repeatedly, yeah, let me put it in that angle. When you do something repeatedly, we can assume or we can say you are addicted.
Okay, so the person has gotten used to it.
Yeah, when you get used to that thing you are repeating. So let's assume you're on drugs and you keep on taking the drugs, which it's harmful to your health. We term it as an addiction.
Okay, so we have some people who literally take the drugs who are not addicted.
Oh yeah, we have people who takes in drug who are not addicted.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So, Mr.
So
Wonders,
a perfect example of that is when the drug has been prescribed
for you.
Yeah, by a pharmacy or a doctor. Then
You
that
can-
doesn't exactly.
Okay. Do you have anything to add?
Yeah, sure. So basically, addiction has to do with doing something that you don't want to do. Yeah, so some people are addicted to drugs.
Preachers.
You know that you don't want to take drugs, but because you are addicted to that particular thing, now you are taking it out of your own will. So basically, that's addiction.
Okay, so it's not something you want to take, but you start taking it and now you get used to it.
Yeah.
Then you willingly start to take it.
Yes, even out of your own will, like you want to stop, but you
just can't stop.
You can't
Yeah.
stop. So that's addiction, basically.
So what you're doing is affecting you negatively, but because you are used to it, because you have continuously doing the same thing and you know it's going to affect you, you don't have I don't know how to go by, but because you are saying the addiction because you are doing it repeatedly, you don't know how to stop. Though it is going to affect you negatively.
But you just don't know how to
but
stop.
you don't know how to stop.
Okay. So we have addiction to so many things, but today we are focusing on lust, sexual lust. Yes. We know it's kind of a big topic, but we decided to discuss it to help you, me, us. Yes. So when we say sexual lust, what is it all about?
So
Any of you?
when it comes to lust, the way I define lust is that lust is the arrogant and selfish desire a person has towards someone or something. So when it comes to sexual lust, you should understand that sexual lust is always selfish. This is one of the things that so many young people needs to know. They need to know the difference between love and lust. You understand? A person can love you and not lust after you. And also a person can lust after you without loving you. You understand? So when it comes to sexual lust, it is always selfish. Like love is patient, love is caring, love is kind. But once you are lusting after that person, you should understand that you become very impatient. You want to have the person all to yourself. You understand? You don't even like the person going around other
You
people.
don't even care if the person wants you back or not.
Exactly. So the thing is you are lusting after the person sexually. You want the person all to yourself even before you guys can get married according to the Bible. So
Okay.
according to the Bible, we are to get married before involving into sexual activities.
Exactly.
But once you are lusting after the person, you understand that you want the person before you guys
You can
get
get
married.
married.
So that is impatient, and love is not impatient. Love is patient. So if you actually want to be patient with that person, then you will have to love the person and not lust after the person. So once you find yourself, very impatient, you can't wait for you guys to get married and you guys are into sexual activities. I'll tell you this thing, right? There is a situation of so many young people. They are lusting after each other, thinking that they love each other. You see, two young people are in a relationship, right? They are having sex. They are doing things out of the way. You understand?
And their mindset is it's love. It's
Yes,
all last. I
yes.
think.
Their man said that it is love. So we should understand that love is patient, love is kind. But once you are lusting after the person, every other thing you are just rushing with every other thing. You understand?
And I don't know if I should say this. If you see a relationship where it's all about last, they barely even talk about their future.
Yeah, sure.
It's just meet me here, like at this time. That's all. And in fact, it always feels like a contract relationship because
Yeah.
after whatever they do, they don't talk again. So if it's the lady who is lasting after the guy, and so she calls again, like, can I see you here? That's all. They are done for the time. Unless she calls again. It's very bad. It's very, very bad. Mr. Augustus.
Yeah.
Pour us some more fire.
So when, as you said earlier, how are we going to define lust?
Yeah.
So in my whole point, I am defining lust as one, an emotional or physical attraction to someone.
Okay.
That is the first definition. And I'll also define it as a, a deep-seated yearning for something or someone.
Okay.
When you yearn for someone, when you crave for something or someone, you are lasting. But since we are talking about lasting sexually, I will divert everything to how you last sexually. Yeah. So since you are yearning for someone, we are talking about sexually, it means you are yearning for only the physical part of
But
that.
not even the inside part of the person.
Exactly. So this is where you can see someone with nice bottles, yeah, with nice breasts.
You have a pastor.
Oh yeah, but
Okay,
he
okay.
being,
There is no one.
he being a pastor, he being a pastor, yeah, even makes me or gives me the way to appreciate God's creation.
Okay.
Do you get it?
Okay.
Yeah, I'm trying to tell him what God created is very nice.
Okay.
So even here, I'm talking about deism.
Okay.
Do you get it?
All right.
Yeah. So you see a girl with nice buttocks with like a standing breast,
Okay.
and this is why you saying in your head, actually, when I get this girl,
Ah.
oh God.
Ah.
You
I won't
see,
take time.
exactly.
Ah.
That is where you will last for the person sexually. And even among Christianities, there's the seven, what do you call it? The seven deadly sins that we Christianities talk about. Lust is one of them.
Really?
Oh yeah.
And we do it so free these days. Hey.
Yeah, that's the deception. So there's this thing about lust. My mom always told me that You see, dust always settles unnoticed. You understand? So if a dust wants to settle on this phone, you won't hear any sound. It won't make any noise.
It will just
It will just settle on this thing. You understand? Even sometimes you have AC in the room and you find out that dust is somewhere in that room. So dust settles unnoticed. That is the same way with lust. You understand? Lust settles in the heart of young people, in the heart of so many young people unnoticed. They don't even know that what they have is lost. You understand?
they have no idea.
They have no idea. Like you see, this young person will want to do anything to get a car. You are literally lusting after that car. You understand? This young guy will want to do anything to sleep with that lady. You are literally lusting after the lady. And because of the deception that Satan have left in the heart of so many young people, it makes these things normal. You understand?
Among us.
Yes. It is so normal, like if you are in a relationship, we should sleep together.
And nowadays, I don't even know.
But we should know lust is part of human nature, whether you like it or yes.
Yes, and
So it depends on how you're going to control it.
Exactly.
Actually, I don't want to put in, I don't want to divert everything because our main topic over here is sexual lust.
Yes.
So everything about lust should be diverted or should be. So everything about lusts that we are talking here should be sexually, like you lasting about someone sexually. Like as our pastor said, you can last for something like a car.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I don't want to go there because it is sexual
Okay,
lust. we're
today's
talking
topic is
about, yeah.
focusing on. You know, I don't know how to put this, but nowadays, what most of the guys see as love. Okay, I don't want to, should I say, do something like favoritism here. How most of the youth see each other is sex. If you don't have sex with me, which means you don't love me.
Eh,
You get me? So if you are in a relationship with me and I'm not allowing you to touch me, the guy will be like, "Are you sure you love me? Are you so sure you love me?" You understand that thing? So now most of the girls they just do it because let me just prove it to you that I love you. It's all lust. That is one thing you should know. You know, you mentioned something I want us to elaborate. You said sometimes we don't even know. You gave an example that settles or notice.
yes, unnoticed.
So if it's but lastly you come and realize there is dust here and you take it off, right?
Yeah.
So how do we even know it's last? How do we get to know? Because it comes unnoticed. We don't even know when it comes.
Okay, so let me come in
understand?
from
Okay.
here.
Okay.
As I said earlier, as human beings, lust is part of our life. And from my point of perspective or
Okay.
from my point of view,
Okay.
I think love goes, or deep love goes with lust. Why am I saying this? Before you can love someone deeply, you have to lust for the person. That is when, if the person is not calling you, because you are addicted to that person,
You just want to hear from the person,
From the
but not
person.
sexually. You just
not
want to have the
sexual.
person.
That is why when we
Okay.
started, I said when we are going to talk about lust in general, then we have a long way to go.
Yes.
But since it is centered on what we call it sexual lust, then I have to go according to what we are doing.
Exactly.
So for me, lust goes with what? Love. Because you love the person, you lust the person, or you have lust for the person. So even if the person is doing something which is wrong, it affects you.
Exactly.
Do you get it?
Yeah.
If you've not heard from the person, you are worried
You feel like
because
what's
you are
wrong?
addicted to the
Yeah.
person.
Yeah.
Do you get it?
Yes.
Yeah. If, let's say, you have a boyfriend, you have a husband, he has traveled for days, and you are not seeing your boyfriend, your girlfriend, or your husband, you become worried. Why? You are addicted to that your boyfriend or your husband.
Okay.
I hope what I'm saying.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But do you know what I want you to lament for me? You said love goes with lust, or lust goes with love, something like that.
Love goes with
Yes.
lust.
So I want you to like let my people out there know that even though you are saying this doesn't mean sexually lasting for someone is the best. You know, right now, it's not like when they see the person, they love the person first too. They just last what they see. It's what they see they want to have, and that's all. I mean, situations have come whereby the girl or the boy is going to be like, after our first night, he was off, she was off. She never called me again. He never called me. It was just what he wanted, and he's gotten it and he's off.
So I think that
Malachi,
is
so
hypocrisy.
when it comes to this thing, that's why I say in my introduction that you as a person, you should know exactly the difference between love and lust. You should understand that you as a young girl, you should know when someone is lusting after you and when someone truly loves you.
How do you know?
So love is patient, love is kind, love is not arrogant.
Aww.
You understand? So you see, if a young guy reach out to you, right, and he say he love you, you should be sensitive to the kind of things that he will tell you, the kind of conversations that he will bring out first. You okay, let's say a girl reach out to me that she liked me. You understand? So that girl, I'll be very sensitive on the kind of questions she asks. Because all these things are things that will distinguish whether the person truly love you or not. You understand? But so many young people are so blinded. You understand? Their minds are so blinded. So if you can't tell the difference between love and lust, what a person truly love you or that person is lusting after you, you won't know. So you should understand that once a guy or a girl reach out to you, that person will be very, very patient with you. You understand? That person would, you see, sex is the word of God for every person on this earth, but it must be fulfilled at a certain point in time. You understand?
Okay.
So sex must be fulfilled at a certain point in time. It doesn't mean that, you see, if you love someone, you have passion for the person sexually. You can be attracted to the person sexually. But you see, for the act of you, wanting to do that thing at the wrong time, that is when it becomes lust. Because why? Like we said, love is patient. So you have to be patient with the person. If you notice that you are rushing, like, you see, a guy will meet you today and wants to have sex with you today.
Yeah, exactly.
What nonsense? That is complete nonsense. You understand?
Exactly.
He meets you today and wants to have sex with you today.
And ask you, would you be able to come out at night?
So
you see,
that's
the
where-
conversation.
That's where lust comes in before.
Because if you really
love.
love the person,
You
we
get it?
should wait till
Yeah.
you are married.
Yes.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yes.
But that is where lust comes in before love.
Okay.
You get it?
Okay.
But if it is pure love, as I said earlier, then the love comes before what?
The lust.
Do you get it?
Okay.
Yeah. The love comes before the lust. But it has been centered on sexual lust.
Exactly.
So I don't want to go there. Because if you love someone, let's assume I have a girlfriend, though I'm not having sex with her, but I can lust.
I get that point.
Do you get
So
it?
like
Then
what
the
you're
lust
saying is
I
that
am
you are
talking
attracted
about
to the person
exactly.
sexually.
No,
not
we
are
lust is in different ways.
in different ways. But here is a situation where we've centered it only on sexual lust.
Okay.
That's why I don't want to deviate from what we are talking about here. You get it? But I'm trying to say you can love someone and lust for the person because you love the person we are talking about.
Not sexually.
Do you get it?
Okay.
Yeah, not sexually. Because as we defined earlier, lust is being what?
Not being patient. You
Not what as I defined earlier, yearning for something or someone. You only yearn for something when you are addicted to the what? That person or that something.
That's a different definition for lust.
Yeah, sure.
Yes.
Do you get it? Yeah. So that's what I'm trying to say. So the person you love, because you love the person, you can what? Lust for the person, but not sexually.
Okay.
Do you get it?
Yeah.
Because you yearn for the person. Where is this person? Oh, Pigate, you are my friend. You weren't in school. Oh, this and that. Like, you get what I'm trying to. Because we are very close, there is love between us, not that perception.
We get it.
Yeah, sure.
You see, there is love between us. Oh, Charlie, come school. As you know, come school, I don't know if you do anything. Because of what? The love between you two, the connection. Do you get it? Okay. So I don't want to go to that side because it is sexual lust. That is what we are talking about. Yearning for someone sexually.
Yes, which is very bad.
Very bad. Not only having sex, but wanting to fumble with the girl's breast and stuff.
And all that.
Yeah.
I mean, I've been hearing this thing. Sex is actually a bond. You should know who you even sleep with. But because of last, this the people don't even care. I mean, they meet you today and they feel like, nah, I for nakam, I for nakam. I mean, you day free, and I'm room 419. It's very bad. This girl you've met, you don't room 6. You don't even know the girl. The girl doesn't also know you. What the girl carries, you don't know. What you carry, the girl doesn't know. All you want is you want to enter.
And young people should understand that sexual activity is more spiritual than physical.
Very, very spiritual.
So if you are having sex with so many people, you should understand that you are connecting with that person spiritually. That is why you see so many young girls are suffering from depression. Because you can't have sex with this guy. You have sex with this other guy.
In fact, they have timetable.
So like that, you are connecting with that person sexually. So spiritually, if this guy has anger issue, you understand? That other guy probably his finances is not really intact, and you are having sex with this guy, you should understand that spiritually you are being connected to this guy. That is why so many young girls, they are really suffering from depression right now. They can't find themselves. Like you see a young girl, if she doesn't have sex in a week,
she doesn't feel comfortable.
She's about to die. So we should understand that this thing is more spiritual than physical. So if a young person will come to understand that this whole lust thing, it solely has to do with the spiritual aspect, you understand that the person would want to coordinate their lives in a very right way.
Yeah.
Because when something is spiritual, you don't just treat it outside. What I say, when something is spiritual, right, you don't just treat it like that.
Exactly.
You have to use the spiritual methods to treat it. So we should understand that this whole thing, sexual lust, it is more spiritual than physical. So we should be very, very careful.
It's not just what we see it.
Yes.
I mean, even before you get married, look at the stress you have to go through. They said you have to go see the distance family. They said the pastor has to come and pray for you. They said you have to enter here. They just want to be sure that both of you are intact, you are compatible.
Sure.
Before they add you guys together. But now we don't even care. Ours is we are just taking anywhere. I mean, this week we are going to Atadeka, the next week Ashama, the other week Ablekuma, the next week Olebu, Blue Kiosk Junction. The next, why? Why? Just why? No, it worries a lot. Sometimes people are going to be like, it's not your problem, but I'm a girl. You get me? I don't just understand why some people will be like, oh, nowadays people don't love me at all. Nowadays they don't even come. They should call you for what? He didn't even let me come to him. I don't even know whether I have gotten somebody else. Who are you? Can it?
Yeah.
Oh, no. This one I'm not taking it. You know everything bad has its own effect.
Being lonely hurts a lot. Yeah. Being lonely hurts.
Don't mind him, oh. Don't mind him. He's always alone. No lonely. Alone. It's different, right? He's alone and comfortable. He will get a companion when he has to get a companion.
Maybe they see me to be comfortable.
So they are comfortable.
Inside my room, I'm not comfortable.
He's comfortable. Like I was saying, every bad thing has an effect, right?
So for me, I would say, like, I have this saying, right? Like, if you're not ready to get married, why are you in a relationship?
Exactly.
Because, see, this thing is very, very sensitive. You understand? If you're not ready to get married in the soonest possible time, why are you in a relationship?
Because the more you are in it, the more it calls you to it.
Yes. You get the point. If you're not ready to get married in the soonest possible time, why are you in a relationship? You understand that some people be in a relationship for 6-7 years. Why
and
are you doing that?
It leads to nothing. Yeah.
Yeah, it probably will lead to something. Maybe that is the studying stage, Yeah. In everything, you have to.
It works for some people.
You have to know each other very well, Yeah. And that is why even now counselings, when young people are about to get married, they ask them like the time they met, how many days have they seen each other and stuff, because you have to know the person very well.
Sure.
Well, we are in a generation where you can marry Satan whilst you are an angel in heaven. Do you get it? And you being an evangelist, the problem is going to pose for you. And we have a lot of ladies and gents now who are pretending. They are pretending to be what they are not.
We have lots of drama kings and queens out there, for real. Because I wouldn't say I'm against what you just said. I'm not. It's so true. Some people are there. If you know you're not ready, you should know yourself. If you know you are somebody who can't keep yourself alone, if you really have someone, then you should stay alone till you are ready to get married. Then you start to search for a spouse. I don't know if you get me.
Oh yeah.
You understand? If you meet that spouse, doesn't mean the next day you are getting married. By all means, maybe some few months will come with you guys talking and knowing each other. But there are others who also. I'm coming, right? There are others who also have to study each other for years, and it works for them. I mean, you hear of stories that they met in school, some SHS through university, and it works for some people. You understand? So it varies.
But just that it is a lot of pressure.
Exactly. You know, if you're having a boyfriend who doesn't really, or a girlfriend who doesn't sit your ass down to talk about things they have to talk about, if it's all about meet me here, that's where you have to be cautious of yourself. But this boy sits you down. What do you want to do? What do you think we have to do? What do we get from? I don't know if you get me. Your future plan should be very important. But you've been with this boy for like a month and even more. He has not even asked you, what are you doing? If you are schooling, the boy hasn't asked you, what course are you offering? What do you want to become? All he's asking is, have you eaten? Go and get something to eat. Well, when are we meeting again? It's been a while. I've really missed you. Hello, let's be serious. Let's be very serious.
Okay, so you said meet me here. Maybe he's taking you to Kempiski.
What Kempiski? Or do your back with me? Don't do that.
Oh no, it's not everyone now. Do your back with you. No.
We'll continue about that later, Mr. B. Yes. So, like I was saying, everybody has its effect. So, I want us to, discuss one or two effects of this sexual lust on the youth out there on us.
Okay, so you see, once you are dying in sexual lust, or let's say you are dying in sexual sin, one of the major effects is that you are blinded spiritually.
Okay.
You see, you are blinded spiritually. Your spiritual sensitivity will be very, very low.
Yes.
That is why you see so many people will get themselves into so many troubles. Why? Because they are not spiritually sensitive.
If you are hearing from God, God will stop talking to you.
You understand? So if you see, if you are drowning in sexual sin, you should understand that your spiritual sensitivity will be very, very low.